Hi, I'm Jeremy Williamson with McKinnis Realty here in New Carlisle, and I'm back for the next chapter of the New Carlisle Community Series. I'm so excited to introduce Alyssa to you and talk about For the Love of Bread. And she's going to share a little bit more about her story and what she's been up to. So Alyssa, take it away. Tell us kind of what led to what we're doing right now.
So a lot of people know that I own the For the Love of Bread, the Little Red Wagon, as we call it, which is kind of a pun off of the song. So we had that. I started out with just orders from the house of just breads and cookies, and we kind of expanded to that.
Yeah. So you were telling me growing up, ironically, as far as baking and cooking and all that, you had an affinity or you didn't have it.
No.
You didn't necessarily love doing what you're doing now.
I did not like baking. I've only been baking for about a year. I liked cooking, so I'd make like big meals and stuff. And that was my main thing, was cooking a lot of like my grandmother's recipes and my mom, things that she used to make growing up. And my mom's side of the family is Hispanic, so I know how to cook like flautas and things like that. So that's kind of what I always cooked. But then I saw something on Facebook one day of a bread, and I was like, I want to do that. And it kind of just stemmed from there.
Yeah. Well, and obviously, as far as your customer base, you were talking about where you live in Mill Creek, and then this beautiful building that you're working on restoring, and the opportunity to just introduce some of your customer base that was already in New Carlisle. So you've been working on a lot of things. I know your timeline is shifting a little bit, but tell us when you're trying to shoot for an opening.
I'm hoping to middle and November. I'm just hopefully well before Christmas at least. So.
Yeah. Well, and you talked about a few different vendors that you wanted to also kind of introduce the idea into the building space as well. So tell a little bit about that.
I'm hoping to have a coffee vendor here that I've been talking to out in LaPorte, candles and soaps and just clean products that are made out here and local, and including some of the ingredients in the breads and the baked goods that I make, they're local. So I kind of want to continue with that.
Right. Well, and you were talking about the footprint too. So like back here, if you can see, this is where the kitchen space is going to be, and you wanted to build that out so people could see more of what's happening, actually hands-on see it.
Yeah.
So tell us kind of your passion behind why you wanted to bring it out.
So I think it's because of my kids. My kids, especially my daughters, really like watching me bake and doing stuff. My youngest son likes to bake. He says he's helping. He's not helping. But my other two daughters, they like to bake. My oldest daughter wanted to be me when she grows up, and my oldest son, he's going to be 17 this January. He always likes the food that I make, like my cookies. And when he goes back to Texas with his dad, he always has me make him something to send back with him. So, and I think just people don't see a lot of the stuff being made anymore. You don't know how your breads are made. You don't know how like soups are made. That's things that little kids growing up, they don't see that. Because, life's so busy now, you have to go to the fast food restaurants to get anything, and that's not really good for them either. And as they grow up and they grow older, if something happens, if the world was a shutdown, I know that at least my kids know how to make a loaf of bread for themselves. Yeah. So I think that's kind of fun to learn. Like my kids like baking with me. They like seeing how it's done, and I would like to eventually do classes with kids and have them come in and they can see how it's being made and have their own loaves, and
almost like a little workshop type idea where you come in. Okay. Yeah.
I think stuff like that's fun. My kids like doing it. The starter of sourdough, it like eats on itself, so it rises and falls, and that's like their favorite thing is when it's all the way to the top, they get to shake it and slam it down, and they see all the bubbles, and they're like, this is so cool.
Feed it each day.
Yeah, I'm like, it's like a science experiment that they like doing that.
School all in itself. Yeah. So the location that you're restoring, obviously we're in New Carlisle. Tell us where you're at, so that way when you're ready, people know where to find you.
We're on the corner of Arch and Michigan. It's down the road is Black Cat. We're right across from the dentist office, and City Hall's right across as well.
Okay. All right. So obviously she's got more work to do. She's going to need your help down the road once she gets up and running. I just wanted to say thank you to you and just give me the opportunity to come and say hello and introduce you to new people as well. So New Carlisle and area community residents, this is the part where I need your help. So if you can share this and basically cause further splashes in the pond for when her business is up and running, I know Alyssa would appreciate that. And just trying to introduce new people to new businesses and what makes New Carlisle a great place to live. So I wanted to say thank you for watching this. Look forward to talking to you next time. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks.